Hello, welcome. It's Peaceful Nik the Medium. How is everyone today? Today, we're going to talk about what the F is going on. Current events, card readings, all the stuff. When you pop in, say hi. Hi, Gina. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. My husband and I adopted our son's cat. I didn't even have time to pin my hair up. And it's an elderly cat, and I had to feed her. She has special needs because she's 17 years old. And so I have a black cat. I'm so excited. Hi, Kelly. Everybody say hi when you pop in. I'll go through my quick announcements. One of them I forgot to put on here. I will be on Linda G's podcast Wednesday, the 15th at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. So be prepared for that. Hi, Manx girl. Hi, Yvette. Hi, Aunt Jen. And Holly, Kelly, Gina, everybody, hello. Let me quickly go through my announcements. Tomorrow morning, book club, chapter 5, Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. Chapter 5 is a good one. All the chapters in the book are good. I hope you can join. If you can join here on YouTube or join the Zoom, I will post the Zoom link between today and tomorrow at some point. My $49 spiritual guidance and card reading special ends Sunday. So if you would like to book an inexpensive guidance or card reading, do that sooner rather than later. There are not very many spots available. This morning's Soul Twin Stars podcast with myself and Lady Shadow was hell no, there is no hell. Lady Shadow talks about her 7-day fasting journey and everything that entails. And then we talk about hell and people's opinions of hell. And does the Bible say that there's a hell or not? It's a fascinating listen. So please listen to that. And then Magical Mondays will be 8:30 Monday night Eastern time, 8:30 Eastern with Lady Shadow and I, where we, help you get your week started. I should be able to do Monday morning meditation Monday. It's always, we never know what's going to happen with Peaceful Nik on Monday morning, but I will try to get back to that. On Wednesdays at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, we have Wednesdays with Aunt Jen, where we talk about healing journeys and all of those wonderful things. So please join us for that. And member appreciation live stream tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Members only. So if you want to be a member and join that, we talk about all kinds of different things there. We pull lots of cards, do some little mini readings. It is wonderful. Today is the 1010 portal. What does the 1010 portal mean? The 1010 portal is October 10th, 10th month, 10th day, to connect with your higher consciousness, gratitude, surrender, and control, release, start your new beginnings, and manifest. So those are the basics of the 1010 portal. So if you have anything to release, to manifest, to surrender, or start new, today's the day to do it. All right. Hello. Hi, Kat. Hello, Aunt Jen. Purple is also my favorite color, Gina. I don't know if you notice, I have a lot of purple in my world. Hi, Yvette. Hello, everyone. All right. So what the F is happening? Current events, Q&A, card readings, guidance. I'm here for guidance and so much more. So let me know what you want to know. I do have a QR code. Sometimes it's in that corner. Sometimes it's in that corner. I don't know where it is today. So I don't know. Let's see. Let's pull a moon card since this week was the super full moon. Ooh. Let's pull a moon card. And everybody follow Aunt Jen. Subscribe to her channel. It's free. Aunt Jen 888. Hi, Diana. She is my co-host for Wednesday mornings with Aunt Jen. All right, let's pull a collective card. I've also just really appreciate all of my subscribers, all of my members, all the super chats, all of that. All right, collective moon card. Let's see what we get here. I'm going to shuffle and oh, wow. This is interesting because I did a reading for someone earlier today and the same card popped out. Full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. And this is so interesting because I'm doing chapter 5 of A New Earth tomorrow for book club. And this whole book is about letting pride get in your way. It's about the ego. Let me find the title because my book is kind of falling apart. Chapter 5 starts the pain body. Oh, this is one of my favorite subjects. So what's the pain body for those of you who haven't read the book yet? The pain body is like your wounded inner child that grows up to be an angry adult that feeds your ego when you're getting upset about something. Some people go through cycles of a peaceful part of their life, an angry part of their life. It's every 4 to 6 weeks for some people, men and women. So people don't be blaming women because they get a period, because men have cycles too. Let me tell you, that's biologically a fact. But our pain body gets activated and feeds our ego. So the pain is that wounded inner child that grows up and is a wounded adult that never got healed. And so that's what chapter 5 is about, and how the pain body and the ego really like each other. They're like best friends. Greetings, Melody. Gina says, when I was a kid, I rode to my school on my purple bike with my purple backpack and purple shirt and purple shorts. Didn't notice until a classmate pointed out I was wearing so much purple. That is awesome. You know what's so funny? When I was a little kid, I went to some type of summer camp. Couldn't tell you the name of it. It was somewhere in Missouri, with my friend, Shelly B. I'll say, I won't give away her last name. And the girl in charge of our little hut or cabin or whatever, her name was Purple. That wasn't her real name, but she called herself Purple. So we all had to call her Purple, and everything she had was purple. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. She's so brave to have, when you're a little kid, you think anybody that's a teenager is the coolest. Plus I already love purple. So, Diana says, am I always going to be alone? Card would be great. I'm all mixed up. Okay. So let's see. Hello. Thank you, Mangled. Mangled, you know what? I have my YouTube on here, and I'm going to try. I think I have to go live on my phone to get you, because I looked it up. If you want to be a moderator, I have to do it from my phone. Oh, my niece just sent me a picture. Her and her daughter let them tattoos on their arms together. Oh, look at that. Oh, that makes my heart smile. That is beautiful. Okay, so let me see if I can go. I don't know if I can do it, Mangled. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to see if I can. Be patient with me. Oh, it's just letting me watch it. I'll have to go live on my phone one of these nights and add you. Yeah, I can't. It's a long story. On the laptop, you have to have a third-party app to go live on YouTube. But on your phone, you can just go live on YouTube. Why is it that way? I don't know. But thank you. All right, back to Diana. Am I always going to be alone? A card would be great. I want to say that I always enjoy giving plenty of free readings. I've given thousands upon thousands of free readings over the years. Absolutely no problem. I don't mind that at all. I will say channel members and Super chats always get priority. So just putting that out there, and more detailed readings. So just, I'm not asking anybody for money. I'm just saying there's a difference. All right. So Diana, I will tell you this. I had actually a reading with a woman earlier. I do readings, basically every day. So a lot of the stuff is repetitive. It comes up often. And she's asked me the same exact question. And I will tell you what I tell everyone else. Sometimes when we, so first of all, sometimes when we hold on so tightly to an idea, like something you want, it doesn't come to fruition. Sometimes we need to heal a big part of ourselves before we can have a healthy relationship. So the fact that you said you're all mixed up tells me that you still have a lot of healing to do. And I recommend to every single person, anybody in the world that ever hears this now on October 10th, 2025, or on October 58th, 5028, whatever the year day is, it doesn't matter. If you are a person seeking a relationship, fix you first. And I say this from experience. I met my husband when I was 24 and he was 23, and we had no business. We were very unhealed people. And we had a lot of struggles because of that. But we were in love. We're in love. You fall in love and, oh, well, nothing else matters. So I always recommend people get healing for you first. If you heal your trauma, if you heal your past, feeling mixed up is a sign that you have that little Diana in there that needs healing. Your inner child. You need healing. When you heal yourself, now healing is forever. I'm not saying you have to be perfectly healed forever and ever and ever before you can be in a relationship. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I wish I would have been more healed, and I wish my husband would have been more healed when we met. We would have had a much healthier first 15 years of our marriage. So heal you first. Get your emotional regulation, emotional intelligence. Get yourself healed to a degree to where you can notice a red flag once a partner comes into your life. When you see those red flags, believe them. Believe those red flags. People, I can tell you that in relationships in my life, I saw red flags in people that I dated and thought, oh, it'll be fine. And guess what? It wasn't fine. None of it was fine. But I was in such a, I was raised in a family that was so toxic and abusive and I had no good role models at all in my family, zero, zilch, none, that I didn't notice when I was in a toxic relationship for a very long time. And it was painful. And it took years. It took years to recover from the ones I was in before I met my husband. And then years in my marriage, by the grace of God or the universe or spirit or however you want to define it, took years in my marriage for us to both heal together. Because he also came from a toxic, dysfunctional family. Very much so. Very different type of toxic dysfunction than mine, but toxic and dysfunctional nonetheless. So we both came from very different backgrounds, very toxic backgrounds, and it was volatile at times. It was painful. And for a long time, I didn't realize that I was so used to a toxic environment. I didn't notice I was in one as badly as I was. And it takes a long time to recover from that and notice those red flags. So work on you and heal yourself. And you'll get to a point where you're okay not having a partner and or you will attract someone who is on the same energy frequency as you, or you'll be able to discern between, is this the right person for me or not? And you'll notice those red flags. And I know that was a very long answer, but I think it's really important for people to know that you don't have to put up with dysfunctional relationships. It's okay to be with you, heal you, have time for you. We're women especially are programmed by society and by families to believe we must have a partner in our life. And we don't have to have one. It's nice if you have an equal partner, but when you have a partner that's not an equal and they're dysfunctional and they're just dragging you down, is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it. I love my husband. God forbid something happened to him. But if I was not with him anymore due to death or divorce or something crazy, I would probably stay single forever because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And, that's where I'm at in my life. And my hair is out of control and I'm so sorry. I just can't get it together tonight. So sorry about the long answer, but I think it's important. Melissa said, and I'm a little behind, that card resonated a lot. I tend to not let people do things for me, for I fear I'd owe them. Yeah, I'm hyper independent. Hyper independence, Melissa, is a trauma response because you were so used to, not you necessarily, but people who are hyper independent are so used to not getting helped or feeling like you owe me because of a toxic family dynamic. So they become hyper independent. And it's not healthy. I'm still that way to this day. I'm still very hyper independent. So let me know, Melissa, if that's from your toxic family, toxic relationship. Let me know where you think that comes from. Hello, Kat. Kelly, Kat, Diana, Manx girl, hello. Yeah, that would be great if you what mangled, yes, thank you. One moolah smashed like federal court employee let go via retirement. Do you see me returning to federal employment? Thanks, Kirsten. Were you, is this because of the shutdown? Because it says retirement, so I'm a little unclear. But if it is because of the shutdown, I will say, those of you who watch me regularly know that I pay attention to what's going on politically, and I have since I was a teenager, I'm a nerd that way. And which is good. We should all pay attention to what's going on and be educated voters. The shutdown can't last forever, and the Republicans are calling it a Democratic shutdown, even though the Republicans have the House, the Senate, the majority in the House and the Senate, the presidency, and the Supreme Court. They have the majority in all the branches, so it can't be a Democratic shutdown. It has to be a Republican shutdown because they're the ones in charge. Speaker Mike Johnson told everybody to go home. And this can't last forever because it's backfiring on the Republicans because they shut everything down because they want to take healthcare away from millions and millions of people. And I have a son that's a type 1 diabetic. Even though he has a good job and he has good insurance, everyone's premiums will triple or quadruple if they pass this legislation they're trying to pass to take away the the money for the ACA, the Affordable Care Act, gets little, they're not stipends, but they get like grant, some type of money to supplement the Affordable Care Act insurance. And they want to take that away, but they want to give billions of dollars to other countries who have health care for everybody, which would cause regular working people's premiums to be unsustainable. Like most people would have to stop having insurance because I saw a news clip where they said a couple making $90,000 a year, their premiums might be, I don't know, $3,000 a year or something like that, would go up to $25,000. This is one estimation. Now, I'm not swearing by that. That's an estimate that was on a mainstream news media. Who can afford $25,000 a year when they make $90,000 a year for an insurance premium? And then the insurance doesn't even cover anything. So it has to end. It's not sustainable. This is all for show. It's all for show. It's all to cause chaos. It's all to cause chaos and to cause people to freak out. We need to breathe through it. Breathe through it. The shutdown will end. They can't keep doing it. It has to end. Yes, Piggy. Yes, they did. Mangold said, definitely fix yourself first. There's a reason they tell addicts not to date the first year or two in recovery. Same thing. You want to attract the right partner. Yep. Agree. Kat said, there was a time when women were taught to marry, and many women are still taught to marry. It's very common. Why do you think they make such a big deal out of prom? And people spend thousands of dollars on the prom and bride books and, bride magazines. And it's just shine up the woman. And then she has the happiest day of her life. And then she gets knocked up, starts popping out babies, and has to take care of the house, take care of the kids, take care of the husband, cook, clean, go to the grocery store, do the laundry, on and on and on. And she has no life. And she's working. Most women, most normal, average American women have to work and do all of that. Don't get me started on a tirade about that. Mangold said, there was a time we couldn't own a home or have a bank account or credit card. When an old man says, I miss the good old days, shut up. You miss nostalgia. And you miss having a maid, a nurse, a whore, somebody to have sex with at will, whether or not she consented. That's still legal in some states. I remember in the mid-1970s, my mother getting a credit card with her name on it, and she made the biggest deal out of it. And I didn't understand why until later when I was older and I found out, oh my God, women weren't allowed to have credit cards without a husband's name because she and my dad were divorced by then. And I was just like, whoa, that's crazy. Women were indentured servants. Exactly. And that's what this current regime wants us to go back to, because women have their own degrees, women have their own money, women buy their own houses, buy their own cars, have their own credit. And this regime now is trying to get us back to the good old days where women were indentured servants and breeders with no choices for how many babies they want to have or not have. And that is no, we are not going back. Hello, Carol. Diana said, I'm way behind on comments, but thank you everyone for commenting. Diana said, I do need healing. I just had a healing card come up Monday. Thank you. I was married 47 years. So this tells me you have a lot of healing to do. 47 years is a very long time to have a partner and then not have a partner, no matter how he left your life. That's a lot. That's a long time. That's pretty much most of your life, right? So I wouldn't look to have a partner anytime soon. I have a client who, well, I don't want to tell that story. Um, it's too private. Um, Laura from Michigan. Laura snapped. Hello, welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. Mangled said, same. Mistakes were brutally punished. Takes a lot of therapy to unwind. Still get triggered at time. Hugs. Yep. Toxic. Melissa said, toxic relations with men. I can take from mom, but even then I hate it. Yeah. She always been a single mom doing everything. Yep. So this is back to the hyper independence, right? We think we have to do everything ourselves because people disappoint us. And you know what? And I'm just going to say it. People are disappointing. People do disappoint us. It's so, the older I get, the smaller my circle is. My circle's almost a dot, because when you ask people for help, and I will say that I've done this not realizing it until recently, when I've had clients point this out to me, not about me, but about their own situations. When something happens to them and their family, and people call and say, if you need any help, let me know. Bye. If you need any help, let me know. Bye. And then I'm learning through my spiritual guidance services, people want you to say, can I come cut your lawn? Can I bring you food? Can I pick up the groceries? Would you like me to come do your laundry? I wasn't aware of that. And I know that may sound stupid, but again, nobody taught me anything. I had to learn everything on my own. So I'm still learning it. I'll be 55 this December. Still learning. I'm still learning. We are all still learning. So we have to have some grace with ourselves. But people are disappointing in general. And so I am not over my hyper independence. I'm still very independent. And it would be nice if somebody regularly did things for me. So I get it, Melissa. I don't know the solution because I haven't healed that for me yet. So I can't help you with the hyper independence. I just, that's all I can really say about it. We're all on a healing journey, and healing is forever. And if you come up with a solution, let me know. Just have boundaries. Oh, you were doged or musked and you want to know if you will go back to work. One moolah. Okay, I'm going to pull a Rider-Waite Tarot. One moolah. That was unequivocal. Ace of Wands. This is new opportunities, progress, passion, vitality, and breakthroughs. Ace of Wands. That's for you, One Moolah, if you're still here. So that's a great card, new beginnings. So maybe it's time for something new. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to go back into the same type of job. Maybe it's time for something new. You could go back into a federal job, but it also could be something completely different. So, hi, Leota, Madam Leota. Speaking of Madam Leota, I watched the newer version of the Haunted Mansion yesterday on Disney Plus, and I've watched it before. It's really cute. If you've ever been to the Haunted Mansion in either Disney World or Land, it's just basically an homage to the movie, but it's really well made. The acting is very good. Did you hear the Congress is mad at 45 because of the prize? There was no way. Yes. Oh, I love it. And I think they gave it to the opposition party in Venezuela. Is that true? Um, yes, I did hear that. Like, don't even get me started on that. He wants the Peace Prize. And he went back to Walter Reed for his another checkup today, which is very suspicious because he just had one about 5 months ago. Vivian said, hi, Vivian. I'm highly independent since people in my life keep disappointing me while growing up. Yeah, that's the plight of all of us, I think, Viv. Today is World Mental Health Day. Thank you. That is good to know, Manx girl. So let's all take a deep breath for our mental health, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Send out some good energy and good vibes for those struggling with mental health issues. Let's see, mangled. Well, they're not, they're pissing off the gun crowd. Gonna get messy. What do you think a hateful, concerned person does when they have nothing to lose? Right? Exactly. Vivian never fails herself. Yeah, exactly. Same girl, same. Leota, I was very displeased about Gnome making us pay to protect ICE agents. Oh, yes. This whole ICE rigmarole is enraging because they're just random people that have hate in their hearts, a lot of them, because they just are hired. They're getting $50,000 bonuses for signing to become an ICE agent, by the way. That's what I heard, allegedly. Double check me on that. But that's a whole fiasco, and people are getting hurt, and US citizens are getting arrested. And there was a priest shot in the head with a rubber bullet the other day at a peaceful protest. 45 just wants to make this a police state. He's definitely got dementia or something. It's bad. No. It's a distraction. It's to create chaos. It's to get a police state. They want to stop the elections next year, the midterms, because they know they're going to lose so many seats. And they won't swear in that other lady for the 218th vote to release the files, the you-know-what files. Mike Johnson is making up the worst excuses that are so bad for why he won't swear her in. He just refuses to swear her in. It's unprecedented. He just won't swear her in because he knows she's the last vote to release the files. And why don't they want to release the files? I thought everybody wanted to release the files because it was full of Democrats, like, all the people they hate. If it was, don't you think they would release them? So it's pretty obvious. Mangled, just sad because the most maligned are going to be the most hurt. Exactly. Leota, peace, personal message from guides. Okay. I'm going to pull a card from this deck. Messages of Cosmic Oracle for Leota. Okay. Oh, well, 3 cards popped out. So check in with your body. Clear your mental and physical clutter. And take responsibility for your choices. Now, how's that for a message? Bam, bam, bam. And you saw me shuffle them and they all fell out together. Check in with your body and release the tension you are carrying. Clear your mental and physical clutter and you will feel so much better. Take responsibility for your choices. This is your life to live. Own it. So that's from your guides, Leota. That's amazing. That tells a story. I'm sure I don't really have to explain it further than that for you. that's pretty impressive that those fell out together. And this is a deck I don't use as much as my other decks, so I'm pretty happy that I felt called to grab that deck. Laura snapped, my daughter is independent and able to follow her dreams. I'm so proud of her. Very, that's awesome. Mangle didn't come with brakes. Love it. Kat bought her own house. Wonderful. Kelly, I married at 17, went from parents to a young widow father with 2 littles. We are still together 40 years, but it's been a tough road to say the least. I had no business getting married that young. Yeah, and we don't know it, right? We don't know it. I know. There's so much to it. There's so much to getting married so young that we think that we're in love. We're in love. We're in love. We're in love. Yep. And if we could just instill it in the kids when they're growing up, you don't have to be married. You don't have to wear the fancy dress for the fancy wedding and all of that stuff. It's a fairy tale dream, and then the fairy tale's over because adulting sucks and wifing sucks when you don't have an equal partner. That's the problem. It's not that being married is bad. It's being married to somebody who also doesn't know how to be married, because I didn't know how to be married. And my husband didn't know how to be married. We didn't even know how to be people, much less be married people. And when you get married and let's say the other person also has no clue, then you, in my instance, the wife gets resentful to the husband, in my case, because he didn't know what he was doing. So I was mad at him. And I'm like, well, he also wasn't taught anything. It's a whole, and we met at 24 and 23 and got married at 25 and 24, or 26 and 25, something like that. And it still wasn't, we weren't ready emotionally. Mangled said, sugar and spice and everything nice. Nope, nope, nope. Strong and defiant, slightly non-compliant. I love that. Get it on a shirt. Get it on a shirt. I think we talked about you printing a shirt the other day. Kat said, thank you. Feels good. Wonderful. Janet Jackson, Miss Jackson's in the house. Love and healing and white light to all. Thank you. Laura said, I have a partner, but I am alone. I'm actually fine with it. And some of us get to that point, right? We're just like, no, I just have my own little bedroom over here. And, we're just sharing, we're just roommates now. That's not uncommon. You just have your own life. That's not uncommon. It's more common than you think. Hi, Lori. Gina said, I'm pretty sure my healing journey will take forever, so I will stay single. Yes. Can remember when I had my last boyfriend. I can't remember when I had. Okay. So this is so interesting because I talk a lot about the healing journeys forever. We're never fully healed. We are always on this journey. Some days are better than others. Some years are better than others. But there's always another layer. There's always another layer where you go deeper. So, Annie, my dogs and my plants. These are my people. Yep, I get it. Kat said, circle, mainly close knit. Yep. Diana's going to be 73 in December. Me too. Diana, when? I'm December 7th. When's your birthday? Melissa, yeah, no, it's okay. I just glad I'm not alone on it. Yeah. We never stop learning, Janet said. Kelly, he was very old school, and because I was raised in the conventional leave it to beaver family, so I was okay with that. I now feel like I'm just finding myself. Who am I? Not just someone's mom or wife. Yes, yes, yes. Because we identify with our being a wife or being a mother so much that we forget who we are. And it's so common. It's so common. And then we get older. This is why you see, I don't know if it still happens, but I don't know, 20 years ago, there was this big like rush of 50-something-year-old women who were like going out and partying and sleeping with younger dudes. And there was this whole like societal thing happening. And this is why, because people identify these women were a wife and a mother. And then when they realize, holy crap, I'm free. I'm not a servant, a maid, a nurse, an accountant, a bookkeeper, whatever, a doctor appointment maker for a grown man, right? And the kids and the paperwork, all this stuff they're doing. And then it's like, oh, I can breathe. I can be me. I can find myself. That's why that happens, because exactly of what you're saying. One Moolah, thank you for the card and this video. We need you light workers in these times. Yeah, that's why I try, I do have opinions about what's going on in the world. And, I have a lot of strong opinions, but I do try to keep it uplifting. Yes, Mangled, martial law is the goal. Cruelty is the goal, martial law. Right. We'll find out what kind of lies they'll tell us tomorrow after his checkup at Walter Reed today. I did not see Pritzker on Jimmy. I saw that he was on there, but I've been, I have a lot of work stuff going on this week. Yep, he does want to do the Insurrection Act. Angel said, join the Army 05, 8,000 signing bonus. Really puts a comparison to 50K. Yeah, somebody fact check me on that. I saw it somewhere today or yesterday. Fact check me on that. Hi, Eileen. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Off to Oregon Sunday for 8 days. Yay. Be careful in Portland. It's a war zone over there, apparently. I did see the Jimmy Kimmel Portland war zone videos. That was very funny. That was very funny. So have fun up there. Kelly, the way he can have troops running around during the midterms as an intimidation tactic. Exactly. Melody, message from my guides. Okay, this deck gave me good luck. So Melody, let me shuffle. At 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 Pacific, I have a members only live. So we'll do all kinds of whatever you guys want. Melody. Oh, there goes one. Two. One more for Melody. Great. All right. Melody, be authentic. Anything else is just exhausting. Oh my God. I love that card. That is so true. When you're not authentic, it's a nightmare. Stop giving away your power right now. Stop giving away your power right now. And stop ruminating over something that happened or something you didn't do. Let it go. So authenticity, if you are not, and this doesn't have to be like you're doing something bad. It's say you're going around somebody that you can't be your authentic self around because of whatever reason. There's a million reasons, right? Become who you are. Be yourself. don't pretend for anyone else. Okay. It is exhausting. Stop giving away your power to others. Stop being overly kind when people won't help you. Right. Don't stay in non-reciprocal relationships. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. And if there's something you did or didn't do that you're feeling kind of some sort of way about, let it go. It's past. If it's something that you can't change or fix, let it go. Let it go. So that's for you, Melody. Thank you for being here. Vivian, staying single allows me to accomplish so much in life. Did everything with myself for myself. And Jen is giving heart face emojis to that. Mangled has a lot of tea ideas. Yeah. Lisa, 3 cards. Yes. Lisa, I'm going to do this one. Thank you for being a member. All my members in green. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Mandy, Vassy, Brian, hi. December 7th was your mother's birthday. It's the best. I love being a Sag. I'm a Sagittarius sun, Sagittarius rising, and Aries moon. I am a triple fire sign. Woo. So if anybody wants to become a member to go to the members only live in 42 minutes from now, go ahead and do that. If you're on your phone, I think like there's a little button on there. You're okay, Lisa. 3 cards for Lisa. This is the Cosmic Energy Oracle flipper from your guides. Okay. Hope. First card for Lisa Merrill is hope. Hope is the light in the darkness. Never extinguish it. So there's always, when we zoom out and look at, all the world a stage, we're all just actors, whatever Shakespeare said. I can never remember the exact quote. Zoom out. There's hope. We are in a very strange time. My kids are 28 and 26. And for the last 10 years of their life, since they were 18 and 16, this chaotic stuff has been going on, like this new 45, 47 regime. And this will pass. This too shall pass, right? So we will be okay. As a society, we're going to be okay. Us American people, we are not going to let this go on. Like, it's enough already. We're getting sick of it. It's crazy. Nurture. Thank you for the membership. Nurture others and also yourself, but nurture yourself first. And compassion is the warmth of the soul. So we have hope, nurture, and compassion. And this tells a story for you. Everything's going to be okay. Take care of yourself first. Have compassion for yourself first. And then you have the ability to nurture and have compassion for others. So that's for you, Lisa. I know that was quick because I've only got 10 more minutes on here before I got to get ready for the members only live. So I'm sure you'll be there. Oh, Manx Girl, December 24th. So what's after Sagittarius? Is that Capricorn? Is that right? January 10th. Hi, Debbie. Yes. I want to see who joined. Oh, Diana. Oh, thanks, Diana. Where'd it go? Oh, thank you, guys. I lost the question. Oh, yes, I saw the RFK Jr. circumcision story. Oh, hold on, I lost. Oh, Debbie Trap. Debbie. Okay, Debbie, 3 cards. Thanks to all my new members. I appreciate you guys. Woo. One more card for Debbie, please. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm going to show the last card first because it's the same card that just came out and we need more of this. This is Spirit saying everybody needs to pay attention to this card because it came out twice in a row. We need more compassion, more love, more understanding toward everyone. Hate is a cry for love. That's a quote from Deepak Chopra, who trained Anjan 888, my cohort on Wednesdays here. All these hateful people, as much as you may despise them, as much as you don't understand them, as much as you're like, I want to strangle you, right? Not literally, figuratively, disclaimer. They just want to feel like they belong. They just want to feel like they are loved. So who do they glom onto? People who will accept them and indoctrinate them. Any kind of cult-like thing, crazy religious groups, cults, actually cults, political insanity, all of those things are people looking to belong, and they're easy targets. So we need to have more compassion. That does not mean allow someone to abuse you. That does not mean allow somebody to take advantage of you. That does not mean allow somebody to do anything negative towards you. Lead with compassion. Exude love in everything you do. All right, communication. So Debbie, this tells me you may be having a miscommunication with somebody in your life, and hearing in my head, even if you are trying to communicate with this person well, they may not be hearing you. There may be a different way to shift that communication, like using analogies of something they like. My husband's a big sports guy, so I use a lot of sports analogies to help him understand me when I have to explain something to him. So you may have to get creative with communication if you're having a communication issue. And balance. Find balance in your life and in your relationships. So this makes me feel like these three cards together for you makes me feel like there's someone you love that you're having a communication issue with. You need to find balance in your communication and compassion with this person. Doesn't have to be romantic. It can be any type of relationship. Effective communication. Be creative. Find out how can I, and I know this is terrible to suggest, but ask ChatGPT how to communicate with somebody with this type of communication style. And you need to tell them such and such and so and so. Let me know if that makes sense for you, Debbie. Let's see. I've got only 5 minutes. Thank you, Diana and Nikki Moon. Oh, Mickey Moon. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, guys. Passing like a giant kidney stone. Where is the laser? I am a Sag, Sun, Moon, November 12. Oh, you're a November Sag. It's so interesting. The difference between a November and December Sag, or an October and November Scorpio, etc. Yes, mangled. Givers must have limits because takers have none. All right, mangled. I mean, Mickey Moon. I'm going back to this card, this deck for Mickey Moon. So this will be my last reading for this live session. And then in 34 minutes, I'll be live for members only. Mickey Moon. Thank you for being a member. 3 cards for Mickey, please. Oops, that's a flipper right there. Oh. One more card for Mickey Moon. Oh, okay. Mickey Moon. Listen to your body. Listen to your body and do what it's asking of you. Sometimes we're tired, but we got to push through, right? When you're tired, when you can rest, rest. Tomorrow's Saturday. Hopefully you can get some rest Saturday if you had a busy week. Rest when you can. Live your life with both feet in, but you still have to listen to your body. So there's balance here. Another bit of information for balance. Commit fully to being here. So you need to listen to your body, take care of your body, live your life, and commit fully to being in this life. Sometimes we're worried about the past, we're worried about the future, we're depressed about this past, we're anxious about the future. Be in the present moment, start meditating. I have meditation videos. I do meditation Mondays for non-meditators. And there's other meditation. You don't have to use mine. Let your feelings out, all of them, even the ones that scare you. And what I learned from Aunt Jen, 888, is you have to sit with it. Don't run from it. Don't run from your feelings. Dysfunctional behaviors come from running away from our feelings, whether that's in a form of an addiction, whether that's in a form of depression, anxiety, being busy all the time. Let your feelings out, even the ones that scare you. That doesn't mean if you're mad at your friend, scream and yell at them and go crazy. You can give people information in a diplomatic way, but still be relieved. And I'll tell you a story. I have a very close loved one in my life who has just found her voice and is finally telling people how she feels diplomatically. You can get all your feelings out and be gentle and kind about it, but still say what you want to say. So let me know if that makes any sense to you. And let's see. I'm just going through. Only the now exists. Mickey Moon. Okay. Hi, Bradley Bear. I'm getting creative and going to be honest and speak my truth. Good. You're welcome, Debbie. Yay. They think they're being heard, but hate has no room for love. Absolutely. You're welcome, Diana. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. I'm unable to join, but will soon. Okay. I think the lowest one is $2.99 or something. They're not like outrageously priced. Yes, Capricorn. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, Laura. Yeah, the memberships are super cheap. The $2.99 or $1.99 for the membership. It's like I try to keep my prices super low. People need healing. It's going to be okay. We're all going to be okay together. Thank you. I'm very feeling oriented. You must have typed to talk to text. Only the now exists. Okay. All right. Mickey Moon and new members and other members join me in 30 minutes from now for members only. I'm going to take a little 30-minute break, get my thoughts together, and then I can pull some more cards for you, Mickey. Thank you guys so much. I will be live tomorrow morning for Chapter 5, Eckhart Tolle, the pain body from a new earth. I will see you guys in 30 minutes. Good night. And to the members, I'll see you in 30. Bye, everybody. Thank you.